Hello viewers, in this video we are going to talk about graphene. You probably have heard about graphene. It is often considered as wonder material. What is so wonderful about graphene, and in what context for any competitive exam we have to know about this molecule? Graphene was in the news a couple of times in last several months related to initiatives that India has taken, either the production process or something related to the applications of graphene in various sectors, like most importantly nanotechnology field. Let's learn about a few aspects of graphene. Where did this wonderful molecule come from? The discovery of this molecule happened in 2004 by scientists at University of Manchester in UK, for which they also received Nobel Prize in 2010. Okay. So, journey has started there. Relatively, it's a newer molecule, as you see. What is so special about this molecule? Structure-wise, graphene is a thin layer of carbon atoms. As you see here, it is made up of single layer of carbons. The circle that you see here, each of this represents, each of these is a single unit of that with many carbons that are packed together in a hexagonal structure, or sometimes you hear them discussing about it as describing it as honeycomb structure. That is how carbons are laid out here, forming a thin layer of carbon. Okay, so looks like a polymer that actually has a very simple structure. But interesting fact about it, that it has many features. Like this is considered to be currently world's thinnest, okay, because of a single layer. At the same time, it is one of the strongest molecule. How strong, how thin? We know we use quite often steel in our day-to-day life. Compared to steel, it is only 1/6 of the weight. So it is 6 times lighter than steel, but at the same time, at least 200 times. Sometimes they refer to 100 times, 200, 300 times. So on average, let's take it 200 times stronger. 6 times less weight, 200 times more strength. What else you can ask for such a material? Is it just about its strength? It's much more than that. It conducts electricity even better than copper, something that we regularly use. And also, we notice that it is transparent. It doesn't absorb much. It absorbs only 2% of light. So it's a material that is suitable for applications where not much absorption is taking place. Another aspect to this, it actually impermeable to even gases. Okay, so it's very, very thin. Even small hydrogen, helium like gases cannot go through it. So it could be a very good filtering molecule, filtering material. Because of these features, you can see it has applications in range of sectors. Where would that fit? You always connect these features with the applications. Very strong but light in weight. So where can we use it? A very good conducting material. What could be its best use here? So applications are connected to these areas. In electronics, for example, if you want to make high performance batteries, because it's a field where either you talk about electrical vehicles, the area where we need better materials. Of course, we do rely on something like silicon, right? A material that is often used in the electronics. They're talking about graphene in future may replace even silicon. Why? Because of the great conductive properties. So it is a good material for its use in electronics, for example in batteries. Even touch screens can be made with this material. In defense, because of its strength and lightweight, so it can be used in stealth coatings. We can use this material in preparing bulletproof jackets, for example. It can also sense biological and chemical weapons. It is very sensitive to small changes in environment. So in defense sector, we can identify presence of any biological or chemical weapon. Same properties would also help in environment. It can sense pollutants because of its sensitivity. And as I was describing before, it can even filter smallest of the small things. It's very good at purifying water. Few years ago, Australian scientists have taken unpure water. This is completely polluted water. With one go, it could purify most of it. So this is going to be, a wonderful material for providing applications at the time where people are struggling for better resources. You can imagine sewage treatment can be done with ease using graphene. But of course, technology is required. Further improvements are required on this. So These are some examples of areas where graphene could be of great use. Okay, but of course, like any other material, like any other technology, it also brings a lot of challenges. What kind of challenges is it bringing? In the world, the most difficult problem related to graphene, otherwise you can think now it's almost 20 years since it was discovered. Is it really used to the extent it was originally thought about? No. So what is causing the problem here? Production process. It is difficult to produce, especially high grade, large scale of graphene, good quality of graphene. Production of it is a big challenge. China, USA, Brazil, South Korea, like countries are doing pretty well in commercial production. Okay, in this context, where is India standing? What is happening in India? Can India quickly pick up graphene and utilize this new wondrous material in new production? Can we compete well with China, America and Brazil? We say yes, because recently some developments have taken place in India. These are the new initiatives, are a couple of important initiatives that have taken place in India. Like for example, at IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Sciences Bangalore, they have established Center for Nanoscience and Engineering. I was telling you this is a material that could be used in nanotechnology as well, right? So IISc is focusing on designing these applications. Similarly, startup companies and foreign subsidiaries have started showing interest, like Tata Steel was successful in growing graphene a few years ago. At the same time, recently, we heard in the news, Digital University of Kerala, there is India's Innovation Center for Graphene is in the process of establishment. By September 2023, they're expecting this Innovation Center to begin its work. So we are definitely focusing on this graphene. And also in Kerala, commercial production, industrial scale production of graphene has started in February 2023 at what is called Carborundum Universal Limited. So yes, definitely we have taken steps forward. We need much more work in this, but India has shown good amount of progress here. I believe these kind of things are important for our exam. Like UPSC prelims, what aspects can they ask here? Knowing the features of graphene is important here. Questions can be asked on what are the features of graphene that makes it special. Okay. Second component, they can ask applications, because usually we see which of the following are applications of carbon nanotubes have been asked. Carbon nanotubes are indeed made from graphene. Okay. So applications and its features and some initiatives that are happening in India may be important here. Okay. Thank you.